Hello again. Now it's time for Pokémon Black and White Adventures Unova Episode 19 review, The Fires of a Red Hot Reunion. You open our Canterbury in Unova of Ash moving the Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirrel as I am. Iris, Silent, and all in all of the Pokemon Kanto. Ash feels right at home and suggests everyone eat some food being served there. Ash makes her what a kid quip again, only this sounds actually appropriate. Says remarking how young Ash feels. I feel young as well. Our first sight after the opening theme is Magikarp Salesman. Everyone is eating Magikarp sheet pages when a bigger screen Professor Oak comes on it. Professor Oak talks about the Pokemon you can start with the Kanto region. Squirtle, a water type, Charmander, a fire type, Bulbasaur, a grass type. This scene is making an old fan of the franchise like me very happy. Then asks which one Ash chose, and Iris points out he chose Pikachu. This explains he was everyone's first day about Pikachu that way. Professor Oak says he hopes they enjoyed his presentation. He says to get out there and catch some Pokemon. Warren steps onto a stage and said he was going to bring out the Kanto Pokemon. Ash and Iris are excited for this, so Ash can't be seen before. Says this will be the first time in real life. One motions, and out comes Charmander. Iris and Salem love Charmander. Ash scans the Pokedex. I don't blame him, the information changes with each version of the game. The woman asked Charmander to show off one of its fire type moves. Charmander lets out Ember. It may be pretty, but leaves a nasty burn at a time. The crowd cheers, but then Charmander's out of control. The stage is wrecked. It looks like a failed performance of Pokemon turn off the Dark type. The Pokemon say Charmander is healed. That night, Ash reminded how Tiny calls Charmander and tells the others how he met him. Okay, fellas, time to let a blast in the past. Not only is it remastered with the best picture and sound quality, now seen with dancing Clefairy and Jigglypuff added. Also, at one point, an opposing Pokemon shows first. Speaking of the first movie, make him cycle. Anyway, let's go back to 1998. It all began when Charmander was abandoned by his trainer who claimed Charmander was weak. It was raining hard and he was attacked by Spearow. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu came to his rescue. This explains the trainer said he was coming back so Charmander waited for him. And doubts he would have come back. Ash, Misty, and Brock took Charmander to Pokemon Center for treatment. Charmander went back to his old trainer Damien. I must say, this HD look makes it much easier to hate him. Plastic ballsy piece of trash. They even made his voice less abrasive. Now I really hate Damien. Anyway, Damien tries to get Charmander back. Charmander will have none of this. He joins Ash's team in that day. Charmander helped Ash capture Primeape and get his hat back. He helped Ash win his match against Koga in Fuchsia City. He helped Ash win his other Pokemon save one when they got lost in a snowstorm. Then, one day, Charmander evolved into Chameleon. It became more powerful, but he would not listen to Ash. Despite the facts, after Ash has a soul badge at that point, which makes Pokemon up to level 60 obey you. Yes, I realized how nerdy that sounded. Ash kept working with Charmeleon, then he again evolved into Charizard. What's that? Do you want me to make a joke about how useless Charizard is? Charizard is a huge beast, can fly and be fire. He's been through at least 5 versions of the main game and counting the spin-offs. He has fought the rest of the characters in Nintendo, Solid Snake, and Sonic the Hedgehog in Hell Zone. Other than Pikachu, it's a Pokemon with some of the longest on-screen association with the franchise. I don't make fun of Charizard for any reason. Still, while Charizard was powerful, he was still unwilling to listen to Ash. He won the gym battle with blame, but he left Ash high and dry at the Pokemon League. That was a real downer. Iris expresses sympathy for Ash, so that makes Ash Charizard just like Iris' Dragonite. I think Blaze movie then posited this as well before this episode came stateside. Second, then Ash Charizard ever came around. Ash says he did in the Orange Islands. Charizard had lost a battle to a very powerful polymath. It's not only hurt him, it hurt his pride. He spent all night trying to console Charizard. By morning, Charizard had his confidence back and won the rematch against Polymath. Aaron says that was the time Ash and Charizard finally fought as one. Iris then asks why Ash doesn't have him now. Ash says he's training the Charizard Valley in Johto. Ash explains that Charizard Valley is a place where Charizard gather and train. Charizard took pride in his abilities, but he was no match to Charizard in the Valley. Ash then decided to leave Charizard in the Valley training the other Charizard. Since then, Charizard grew even stronger and proved himself to Ash. Helped Ash beat Claire, the Dragon Master. Helped Ash finally beat Gary in the Johto League. Helped Ash in the battle for many other challenges. Ash says that Charizard trained with Charizard Valley and looks at Pikachu in agreement. The woman from before says Charmander is fine and they can go home. Iris is saying they're impressed with all the friends Ash has made and all the adventures he's had. They want to meet Charizard. With this, Ash decides to get Charizard. Professor Oak has him, and Ash sends Charizard in exchange for unpleasant. With this, Ash shows Charizard everyone. Charizard lets out a triumphant roar. Ash introduces Charizard to everyone and says Ash on fire in agreement. They then fist bump each other. And remarks on trust Ash and Charizard show his friends and how they've grown. So, all of Iris' Pokemon come out to say hello. All of a sudden, Charizard and Ash's and Iris' Dragon they make an nasty disposition toward each other. A sudden and calm in the situation. Ash suggests Charizard and Dragon have a battle to break the ice. Iris agrees. Pokemon even with 2 flamethrowers then take flight. Dragon uses Thunder Punch and Charizard counters with Wind Attack. Charizard follows up with Slash and Dragonite counters with Dragon Rush. Charizard is still ready to go after and they even attack. Charizard tries a new move, Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail makes contact, Smash hangs down Dragonite. And decides to call the battle a draw. The teams both accept no fires, and the Pokemon agree. Iris is surprised how strong Dragon Tail was, but incorrectly assumes Dragon is a Charizard Dragon type Pokemon. Yeah, Charizard gets a lot. Cure that Charizard looks like a dragon, acts like a dragon, and fights like a dragon, but isn't. Yet Altaria has none of these traits, and is considered a dragon. Aang giggles, and Ash informs Iris that Charizard is not a dragon type, despite the fact that it can fly and knows dragon type move. To further drive the point home, Ash shows her the Pokédex information on Charizard. This is disappointed because she wanted to raise Charizard. You may as well go ahead and do that, since you've already got an extra Golden Nova, and neither of which are dragon types. You could raise a BBL if you wanted to. Ash is impressed with how strong Charizard has become and asks if he wants to travel with him again. Iris saying that Pikachu and asking him in favor. Ash says, let's rock! And Charizard lets out one huge flamethrower in agreement! So, this has to be one of my favorite episodes of the season, and one of my favorites of best wishes overall. It's a legacy Charizard game for the first time since Battle Frontier. And I really enjoyed the remaster look at some of my favorite episodes from the original series. The battle in this episode was a friendly match between Charizard and Dragonite. It's an ideal nostalgic episode for old-time fans. So, my final rating is 4 stars out of 4. Now, the next 2 TV episodes will probably be shorter since we recorded at my dad's. I'm also going to work really hard to finish my Star Trek movie marathon before I go. I also have some money coming in, so I'll likely see Star Trek Adventures give a belly review at FOC Man of Steel. The big movies like those try to see them opening weekend, but if I can't, I try to make an effort to see them in theaters at some point. Doing that, I want the DVD to do that way. So I can say, your comments box below. Thank you for your support, and I will see you later.